game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense will have the football first. Guys, every now and then you can take the emotion of rivalries for granted, but last year when the Huskies and Cougars got together, that was as dramatic as anything you could think of. A cathartic win for the Cougs, who sent UW off with an L.
This is a tremendous rivalry, the Apple Cup, and it looks a little bit different now that they're no longer conference opponents, but that doesn't mean they don't like each other any less, David. These two teams go at it. The fan bases dislike each other enormously, and we're expecting a great one today.
Well, and you always love it with the bragging rights, right? In the state of Washington, whoever wins this football game, you get to talk. Last year, Rodgers puts up a bunch of numbers, but it wasn't enough. Washington State got the dub. Big game, big matchup.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Meredith. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. The Cougars get the first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming in.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. And the Cougars are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ellison. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to fire on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Here comes the seventh play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but there he goes. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. And this is the type of defense that have made the Huskies a factory for pro players.
Yeah, and Reese, when I think about Washington football, I think about defense. I think about right place, right time, great thought process, just physical, make you earn everything they get every single year.
10th play of the drive coming up. At this time, a chance for the defense to get off the field on third and long. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice...
It's a running room. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. First down here for the offense. Williams looking for a man. He's got him. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Grabbed over the middle. It's Otten. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've gotten this drive going, a couple of first downs already. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running back.
Turning on the Jets. Turning it on. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. And the extra point makes it 7-3.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Coming out with it, it's Freeman. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Give to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He'll pull it on the read. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Williams will pass. He's going to fire deep. Wraps it inside the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last and has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss. Good play call offensively, and that's the right place to go with the football if you're the quarterback, but just a better job by the defender knocking that ball down.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Using his feet. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Williams looking for a man. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a gap. It's Washington. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Ellison. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire. to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, with his speed, they're going to keep blitzing him over and over because you'll get results like that right there. Kind of reminds you of Joe Kelly, a great linebacker at Washington in the 80s, or maybe Mason Foster as well. Those guys...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Washington State will have to boot it away.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Williams will pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And here comes the offense on second down. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Trying to find the end zone, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Huskies. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They march 78 yards down the field, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Freeman. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, going up top. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Williams looking for a man. and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. A continual subplot since these two first squared off in 1900 is Washington State trying to prove it deserves the same respect and status as UW.
And I think oftentimes the great rivalries out west are forgotten in college football. This game between Washington and Washington State is absolutely fantastic, and I'm so happy that with conference realignment, they were able to keep this game on the schedule because it is always fun to watch.
It is fun, and it's for the Apple Cup. And here's the cool thing. These teams, they're not in the same conference anymore. They used to be for years. But this rivalry still lives because it still matters to the Washington and Washington State fans.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback making checks. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Huskies and Cougars. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? A lot of intrigue with this second half still to come as we send things back to the Evergreen State.
Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll open this third quarter with a run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And the Huskies come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Trying to make Matt. There he goes. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The offense setting up shop at the 46. First and 10. Williams will pass. Catch in the middle. It's Evans. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Quarterback running on the draw. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. The offense changing the play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Washington. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He caught it. Touchdown, Washington. And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
He'll bring it out. It's Freeman. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's going to take off. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Avoids pressure. Keeps it himself and gets to 1st. You know those defenders wanted to light him up. Quarterback wisely gets down with the slide.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Rush is on him. Get it out on the screen. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold on.
His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. A 3rd down try for the offense. Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Williams looking for a man. Got it in the middle. It's Evans.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Moving into scoring territory and the 36 on first down. Motion from the wideout. Might as well give it to him again. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Otten. Wide open spaces. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Looking for room, it's Coleman. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Headed to the end zone. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does.
Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistent.
Touchdown, Huskies! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up by 18 over UTEP. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The short hands, it's Meredith. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And finds a soft spot. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
First down for the offense.
They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Running to the left. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Now he's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Freeman. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard From the gun, wants to pass. Punts it out of the air. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. It's complete to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Cougars are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Sets up the screen. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. The give to the back. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first.
He's loose. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Huskies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty time, just the beam time.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Wide receiver going in motion. On the jet sweep, racing for the edge and the sticks. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
Washington sends out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. You always hear, put it on the tight end's body, Jesse, but with this guy, you don't have to all the time.
No, he's got long arms, Reese, and he's athletic. I mean, this guy can jump. He can go vertical. He can go horizontal. That, my friend, was a stab. That was incredible.
And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold on.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Washington State will have to boot it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Williams will pass. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Gonna let it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe he's...
Oh, a lot of space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. A shot toward the end zone. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down inbounds. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.